Is it working? Okay. Hi, guys, and welcome back. Some more Kerbal Space Program. I noticed something new over here. Yeah, boy, this is it right here, the R&D lab. We have just upgraded it to the third level. I've done this like off camera, in the time that I waited for the probes to get to their specific destinations. I've taken the time to do a bunch of contracts, and I still have a few left over here and there. And yeah, it gave me just enough money to feel comfortable upgrading the research and development lab, which I think is the most expensive thing we can have. And yes, with that done, we can now go and grab a few more, like the last tier of stuff, basically. Um, Advanced science tech will give us the negative gravioli detector, which is another thing that we need to use for science, as well as the mining tools in order to allow us to mine resources from other planets and basically do missions that can operate indefinitely, because you can mine fuel and oxidizer and other stuff like that. Ion propulsion can give you a very efficient engine in terms of in specific impulse. Look at that, 4,200 specific impulse in vacuum. Although it only has a minuscule thrust of 2 kilonewtons, and it cannot even lift itself up. Not to mention like itself, it like the xenon container and a probe to control it. So it's only useful like in outer space after it has done its job. Obviously, we can get even heavier rockets and engines over here. The Mammoth, we know it's like a massive vector. It has an amazing gimbal. And we can also get hypersonic flight. I think this will be the first that we'll get, to be totally fair and honest. Also, better battery cells, advanced unmanned tech, advanced motors. We're gonna get hypersonic flight because this will allow us to. It gives us the Whiplash turbojet engine, a bunch along with some other things like the shock cone intake, and basically it allows us to go above like the regular altitudes in order to obtain science from all those places that say above 10,000 meters, for example. We need these engines and these intakes in order to do it. And obviously, the last bit over here is the aerospace tech, which gives us the Rapier engine, an engine that is capable of functioning both in atmosphere and out of the atmosphere, and you can switch in between them. So this is what you want to aim for when you want to build SSTOs, that is single stage to orbit. More stuff with experimental science, experimental electrics, gives us something that just continuously gives you electric charge. I think ion propulsion will be the next stop, but until then, our missions are coming up, Millhouse. So it's not gonna take much longer until the mission until we have like window to send to Eve and Dress, as you can see over here. They're almost both of them in position. I'm checking, like, I already see Eve and I'm checking Dress. It needs to be an 82 degree. So yeah, that will be very close. That'll be, I mean, very soon. At the same time, you also have this one. What's this? Oh, this was the first test probe that we sent like outside Kirby in Sphere of Influence, and it's still there. Then we have the Duna probe, which still has about 2 months until it gets to Duna, so unfortunately we'll not see that happen first. However, the one towards Moho only has 10 days left, and that will be the one that we'll be doing in this episode. Now, I hope this one, I mean, I haven't checked it. The thing is that it's closest to the sun that we have ever been, and I hope this will not cause it to overheat and explode. Alright, as you can see over here, we are exceptionally close to the sun, which is good for energy, not very good for thermal capacity. There you go, we should activate the radiator just to have it in check. There you go, good enough. Right. Our communications is 50% strength. Thank God for the stronger thing over here. Does the science that we take over here, if I open it, counts as close to the sun? Let's see. No, it's still high over the sun. Well, that's unfortunate, but we are indeed very close towards getting to Moho in just 10 days. And yeah, we'll just skip ahead until we get to it. Thing is that if I'm just don't remember correctly, I do remember that I did a mission to the sun once. You know, the idea was to crash into the sun, but you know, when I when I went through it like normally, everything seems fine, and then I sped up, and all of a sudden everything just overheated and blew up. So I would like to avoid that if possible. We already crossed the periapsis, so now we are getting like away from the sun, so that shouldn't be a problem. But you know, the concern remains. All right, we still need to wait 10 days, so let's speed it up over here just a little bit. The sun is gonna take a big part of the screen as it is very close, but we are going to have an encounter with Moho, and it should be relatively visible. Let's see if we can see it from over here. So if I set it as it is set as target, I just need to find it on my nav ball. Okie dokie. Shouldn't be. Oh, it's like the other way, so that's retro. I mean, we can also put ourselves here and try to see it if we can see it from this side. Alright. Okay, boys, squint your eyes. Can you see it? I can see it. Look, it's right over there. That is right over there. That little speck that you can see shining, that is Moho. And we are going to have an encounter with its orbit. This is a monumental moment in our Kerbal space program history. Obviously, even more monumental would be when we actually like land an astronaut on one of these planets, which we'll probably do now. Will be the first candidate, but still a monumental moment. We can see it get closer and closer as we get to the encounter. How do we have the periapsis over here? The pretty low periapsis. We can get it even lower, and we'll probably do that in the hopes of getting like low over Moho science. And we'll try to so here's how we're going to do. We're gonna get the science that we have like high over Moho as soon as we get the encounter and transmit it, and then there it is. We can see it, boys. We finally got to this Moho. Get it? Aha, look at that orbital speed around the sun. It's ridiculous. Alright, switching planes. We are around Moho, and we only have a 1 hour encounter. That is very little time, so let us go right on ahead. Log pressure data. Instrument reads 0, and there we go. We also have a new milestone. Transmit this. Have initiated the first flyby of Moho. Very good. How about the thermometer? It should be pretty hot over here. It's not actually that hot, but it is increasing in temperature. Right, we're gonna go ahead and transmit that. We'll not be able to use the atmospheric fluid spectrovarianometer, unfortunately, because we are not going because Moho doesn't have an atmosphere, and yeah, that is indeed unfortunate. All right, let us see how we or what we can do to get ourselves ever so slightly closer. Want to get ourselves closer, but at the same time, like, I don't want to mess the trajectory up too much because I just want to fly by and then go back to Kerbin. That's the idea. How tall are the mountains on Moho? I hope not too tall. Oh, this is a pretty long burn, so we should start it right away. Okay. I kind of forgot that this engine doesn't have any vectoring gimbal, if I remember correctly. Yep, it's we only have the things that control the ship. Alright, so right now we're burning to make our orbit cross as close to Moho's surface as physically possible. Obviously we can time accelerate that to the maximum. It shouldn't happen. There shouldn't be anything happening to our ship, hopefully. In just a second, I want to go outside and see how the orbit changes. It will be, we will need to do a little bit of work to cross paths with Kerbin again. I can say that from now, and it's gonna be annoying, definitely. But it shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, I think things are getting relatively close now. So I can go back to regular speed and see if we need any additional adjustments. Okay, periapsis below 100,000. It will go for a periapsis below 10,000. That should be like close enough to count as in space, like close to Moho. We need to go ahead and move after the maneuver because we started the burn a little bit too late and it's not doing like exactly as we wanted. Well, we're gonna delete that and we're gonna try and follow it just by the eye. I mean, it's a combination between burning like radially in and burning at the periapsis, something like that. Okay, that should be close enough. We're gonna quick save just in case. Not sure how tall the mountains are on Moho. Also, you know, interesting point to make. Moho is a very small planet, which means that it has a very small gravity well. That's why the encounter takes so little time. Well, it's also because we are flying by like a massive amount of speed, but you know, you get the idea. Let's see. So it's gonna take a while until Kerbin and Juna is gonna be realigned again. From what I know, happens like once every 2 years or something like that. However, Kerbin is aligned with Dress right now, so we should send another probe with the destination of Dress as soon as we finish the Moho problem. Let's call it this way. Now we're gonna go ahead and approach it ever so carefully, also incredibly fast. And yeah, this is the first time we've made an interplanetary encounter, and it's indeed a historical moment for all of us. Okay, we're gonna do one of these and keep it for like in space high over Moho because it still gives us some science. Basically, everything that we do now, we will try to bring back to Kerbin all the science that we're grabbing now. Look at those craters. Imagine all the juicy science that we could get if we could land this thing and bring it back. Like, that would be absolutely amazing. This is the first time I actually made an encounter to Moho. I don't think in all my history of playing Kerbal Space Program I've ever come across this, so something new for me as well. Alright, a change of plane over here as we are getting very close. Okay, it's still in space high over Moho, so let's redo that. Only is that we're going so fast, we need to like have all this science like ready to go. Are we there yet? In space near Moho. Okay, grab that. Space near Moho. Space near Moho. And one of these mystery goo containers. And we did it. Okay, now let's just hope we don't crash into the surface. We shouldn't. But yeah, look at that. Look at how close we are. And we're going back up. That is beautiful. And also we are on the dark side of it, which means that we're gonna lose electric charge, but it's not gonna be for too long, hopefully. We're gonna get some more, like, we're gonna also get the mystery goo from like space high over Moho, and then we're gonna move out. Yeah, we are going away from it. You know, we've passed it with an unimaginable speed. Like, this is like the highest speed that we've attained, you know, in the space program so far, like relative to a planet. All right. Where is the other mystery goo container? This is it. Okay, and we also got the goo seems to be almost boiling. It rides around the canister. Yeah, interesting. Okay, so I think that is all that we have. It's because Moho is very hot. It's one hot Moho, if you get my my bearing. Right. Let me see something. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna check the thing. So on the interplanetary transfer calculator, you can also like make it show you like what it takes to go from Moho to Kerbin, for example, and how they need to be aligned. Oh, so they need to be aligned. Kerbin must be at like 76 degrees relative to Moho. Yeah, that ain't it. That's not even close to what we need. All right. So we have two possibilities here. One is to try and burn and make an orbit around Moho and wait in that orbit until we get the transfer window back. The other one is to just, you know, just go with the flow and hope that through some random lucky shot we are able to get back to Kerbin. Wait, we have set it as a target, right? Right. Let's try to see it from like apoapses. 102 days, Jesus. So if we burn here, it's quite a substantial burn. We get any close encounters? Anything at all? Really? Not. Oh, I think I saw something. I just need to get my bearing, and after that, you know, we can figure things out. Wait. So I'll be here, and it will be there. Yeah, that ain't good. Well, can we burn from over here and just go straight for it? I don't think this gets us anywhere close. You know, this is an experiment, obviously. You're not supposed to do this. God damn it, I feel like I'm doing the Norlands mistakes again. Of like, you know, doing things by the year and not getting properly. Okay, so the thing is, Kerbin is over here. It's gonna go like this. We are over here, and we go like this. So I think the way to encounter it will be either try to burn like this and get it somewhere over here. Oh, it goes so slow, dude. Holy crap. And we need to burn and get it on the other side. Somehow. Oh boy. Well, you can put your bets right now, like, you know, $5 that this probe will remain stuck in space forever. And it's totally plausible. But you know, hopefully I'll figure a way out. In worst case scenario, it will just take a very long time. So the thing is that we are here, Kerbin is over here. We are in a smaller orbit than Kerbin, so we are doing again the, you know, the orbital encounter rules. we're in a smaller orbit, which means that we are gonna go faster than it. So we will need to wait until we like, reach it. That's the idea anyway. Can I do something like in a few nodes? Another thing that I can do is to go for like target speed, reduce all my speed relative to Kerbin, that is 7,000 meters per second, and then accelerate straight towards it. That's a possibility. I don't think we have enough fuel for that though. That is a huge amount of speed to change, but it is doable. I actually want to try it just as an experiment, for real. It sounds like such a bad idea. And it's gonna take so long to do, dude. Holy shit. Well, anyway, since this will be mostly what we'll do in this episode, I mean, we'll need to launch another probe for Dress, but you've seen me already launch probes so far. I've launched probes to all of these other places like Jewel, Ilu, Duna, and Moho, so that's nothing new. But, I want to see if this works, so I'll see you guys in just a bit. Actually, you can go right on ahead and scratch that off the list. That is just unfeasible. We've exited the Moho Sphere of Influence, and now our speed relative to Kerbin, taking into account that we are in an orbit around the sun, is 19,000 meters per second. There is no way we have enough fuel to reduce that entire speed and then bring us back close. That is unreasonable. Alright, well then. First off, I mean, we should start it easy. Like, go on over here. Just burn slightly over here, just enough to like get the orbits back. We should also burn like either on the descending or ascending nodes to, align them back again. And exactly looking peachy. Man, these are just so badly positioned. Guess the only way we can do this maneuver is over here. So the idea would be, we make this. We make it just enough so that we are getting close to Kerbin. We align it the way it's supposed to be. Like this. Alright, that looks perfect. And then, we'll keep going around and around and around until eventually we'll get close enough. And the thing is that, once again, we have a smaller orbit, we'll go faster. What we need to do is we basically need to catch up to Kerbin. And then, we'll just do a few more like orbital adjustments, and that should be it. There you go. So we have something like this. And let's see if I wait. There you go. In just one additional orbit around the sun, we will get in a situation where we are only separated by 5 billion kilometers, and I think that's like close enough to do an encounter. Okay, well, we have a plan. It will take it'll take 100 days to get over here. Then we'll need to make the maneuver. Then we will wait. I'm gonna make the maneuver now. No, we should. Yeah, the thing is, we should make the maneuver on the next one. in order to get that close. And now, if we try and do it, you know, it could work out straight on the encounter. Nah, not exactly what I had in mind there. Oh, that could work out. And boof. Alright. So, this is what we have to do. We just go around once, and then on the second pass, we burn the apoapsis for 2,579 meters per second of delta V. And in 339 days, we'll need to do the burn. And it will take us 1 year and 85 days to get to it afterwards. Dude, sounds totally reasonable. We've done it. That's a victory for me. Let's see how we're doing with the science. I mean, we don't have that much. We've only transmitted a little bit. However, we have escaped the Moho's gravitational influence. One last thing that we'll do over here, so we know we don't live with just like a barely made mission. I wonder if there's, first off, I wonder if there's any new contracts over here. Plant flag on the moon, science data from space around the moon. I mean, we can do those, but those are very boring and not too very interesting. Same with the tourist missions, they are always the same. These ones are definitely doable now, as long as they're not too far away from Kerbin. I mean, from our space center. I don't want to spend years flying around, so I already took this one that's over here. Standing over here. My goodness gracious, why? How far I have to fly for these missions? Are you serious? It's on the other side of the fucking planet. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, it's just perfect. This is what I want to do in this game. Just spend hours on end completing some freaking bullshit contracts. Flying around. Fuck it, we'll take it. It's free money, basically. It's very easy to do. It's just so tedious to do it because you have to fly across the planet. Anyway, let's stop with that. What do we have now? Right. God damn, I need to remember how I did like my original one. So my original design of the plane used to have like 4 engines. 2 of them were the Panther and 2 of them were the Whiplash turbojet engines. Now I just need to remember how the hell did I put them. So we have the bicoupler. There's nothing like a 4-coupler or something like that. Nah, there isn't. God damn it, my memory is just leaving me. I'm gonna go and check on my other save file how I made that plane, and I'll be right back with the idea. Well, never mind. I checked on the other save file that I have, and apparently I don't have it yet. I need to get experimental aerodynamics because the model that I have uses the big S space plane tail fin. But you know what we can do until then, you know, just so I don't leave you with like absolutely nothing, is we can just take this model, throw this bunch of baloney away, just put it in the Whiplash turbo engine, and it has these radial intakes, it has these intakes. Do we need anything like stronger than that? Let me see what else we have. So I have adjustable ramp intake. It is way too gigantic. Adjustable radial, so it already has that. Parachute. It's only the shock cones that we can get. We can also get like an engine pre-cooler, which is a decent idea. I think I have something similar to that, but you know, we'll call this one Third Airship version 1, and hopefully these two separated Be good idea. Let's take it for a spin, and we'll end this episode on this note. We've made progress on multiple fronts. The most important front, we've accomplished a flyby of another planet. I have to say, I love the flame that comes from these engines, and look at this. Holy crap, get off. Is just way too strong. It's getting out of control. Look at this. Look at that speed. Oh, that's beautiful. We've broke max speed right now, and we are still accelerating. This is the power of the Whiplash turbo ramjet engines. Look at this, boy. We should get like different things, like analyzing the air at this speed. There's also like a different airfield over there that you can check out, and you get a little bit of an extra science because it's like something new. Look at that, we broke like Mach 3 by now. That is 3 times the speed of sound. And it's still going. We're getting to Mach 4 and the ship is like catching on fire. Look at this bad boy, Jesus. Oh my god, it's heating up. Alright, well, it seems that we have reached the limit of our ship. Let's try and make a turn. Obviously, Jebediah has a lot of confidence in his ability to control this beast, so he went from 1,300 meters per second to almost 300 meters per second. You know, exposing himself to massive amount of G-force, which should have knocked him out if we played on a more realistic game. And yeah, we'll try to turn around and bring it back. Alright, back to full throttle. Look at this. They're so strong, dude. Oh my god, they are eating fuel. Holy crap. We'll need a little bit more fuel for this bad boy. Because, you know, to do those missions, we need to go pretty far away, and we would run out of fuel by the time we'd get to those places. Holy crap, this is not with time acceleration, this is just how fast this ship is going. My goodness, this is amazing. Yeah, I can say that this episode has been an accomplishment. Ooh, look at that slowdown because we deployed the gears. Oh my god. That is ridiculous. Don't even want to imagine what would have happened to the ship if we like deployed the air brakes as well at the same time. And now we should just gently glide it and hopefully land it back. It is very hard to land something back on the runway, let me tell you that much. Okay, just a little bit of extra throttle. There you go. Just enough to like hopefully not crash into the ocean. Like I have to say, you know, landing is much harder than takeoff. You know, takeoff is, you know, it has its difficulty, but it's doable. Landing, on the other hand, boy, you gotta be prepared for that. It's not a walk in the park. Like, just aligning yourself to the target is absolutely ridiculous. Alright. Just align. And... Ugh. Okay, well, that's not good. And that, kids, is why you should use parachutes. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I'll see you next time when we'll probably get to I mean, we'll launch a bunch of ships and whatever. I'll probably also do these missions. But next up, we will get to Duna. I think the next one that needs to happen is Duna in 2 more months. Boy, traveling in space takes a long time. See you guys next time. Bye bye.